And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me today on my latest episodes on all the latest Liverpool transfer news and news in general. It's been a pleasure. Hope you're having a quality weekend. Let me know what you're doing. But yeah, I'm going to be bringing you news on Virgil van Dijk, the latest developments happening there. James Rodriguez has been linked, cheeky linked to Liverpool, so I'll let you know what's happening in relation to that. And Robbie Fowler's obviously talked a bit about Liverpool and the transfer targets, so I'll tell you a bit about that as well. And yeah, and also Jurgen Klopp, on a senior source, apparently has come out today and talked about his strategy really coming into the coming season. But yeah, really to start off, Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk is being quoted, not quoted, but it's in the Liverpool Echo today. Story has come to the forefront. The saga may have a fresh twist in relation. The Dutchman, he's looking very close to handing in a transfer request. It's more or less, it's coming from the Echo today. Virgil van Dijk saga could have taken a fresh twist with claims the defender has told Southampton he only wants Liverpool move. The Dutchman has already detailed his desire to move to Anfield earlier this summer, but the Reds ended their interest. Obviously, we know those proceedings after. But it's very much looking like he is threatening, and he's come out as well. He suggested that he's to Southampton last night or today that he's looking for a Champions League team. And with the addition of Rudiger going to Chelsea, it was announced today that very much, I think, for me personally, I think that rules Chelsea out of the running for Virgil van Dijk. And I think I've seen another rumour as well, don't know if it was true, about Everton submitting a £65 million bid for the Dutchman as well to Southampton. So, I don't know, let me know, but very much so. With the Jurgen Klopp story, I'll bring to you later on his quality over quantity. As I mentioned this week, all of us have talked a bit about the strategy of FSG and the strategy of Jurgen Klopp in relation to the signings. But I'll talk a bit about that later, but it's very much interesting. As I said, as we've all discussed in the other videos, Virgil van Dijk and Kaya, the Dunnerby deals that drag on, sadly for us, but I have to wait and see. So yeah, definitely check out this article. I'll leave it in the description. So more or less, Van Dijk apparently is very close to handing in a transfer request. It's all in his camp, innit, really. As we've seen, Liverpool come out and have apologised, obviously, with the apparently alleged tapping up. So we're in a situation where we do not want to get a slap on the wrist again, or even a possible transfer ban as well. Even though the Premier League did not find anything up towards, but I think Southampton just left it at that with the apology. So we have to find out. But yeah, that was Virgil van Dijk potentially handing in a transfer request very soon. This one, when I read it as well as in the Liverpool Echo, it's absolutely ridiculous. James Rodriguez, we all know the Colombian, when he had that absolute stormer, he rose to fame in the World Cup for Colombia, and wow. Apparently he's getting touted, it says in the Liverpool Echo. Liverpool could be battling to pull out off a massive deal for the Real Madrid ace, James Rodriguez, for the club record 66 million for the Colombian. The Galacticos have already offered the James Rodriguez around to 4 to 5 English clubs, including Manchester United and obviously Arsenal and Chelsea. So they're more or less James Rodriguez. He's not been getting very much the game time he warrants, and the class of him. He's only 25. So let me know, would James Rodriguez be, if we did submit a bid, or is he the quality that or do you rate him really? That's what I want to know. He's another number 10, and it'd be very hard for me personally to see him in the Liverpool team. But yeah, obviously it'd be a starter. The class of the Colombian speaks for itself if you've watched him play. He's at that stage, 25. He needs to, if he's not getting a lot of game time at Real, he needs to actually move. And obviously, he played for Monaco before he moved to Real. But yeah, I'll leave 66 million. It's a bit mad. It was, when I seen it, I was like, no way. As if the Colombian had actually come to us. But there'll be clutches of clubs, Manchester United, PSG, the big boys, City, literally everyone that's got the money, they could pay for them. But let me know, if it was possible and James Rodriguez was offered to Liverpool, would you take him? Let me know in the comment section. Do you just rate him really as well? So yeah, Robbie Fowler talks about, I'm not worried about Liverpool, but but they'll have to fork out in relation to the transfers. So Robbie Fowler, Robbie obviously talked about this week, he's been at charity events as well, but he had the time to actually talk about Liverpool's strategy and how he thinks the deals have been going so far and potentially how they could go forward in relation. So it talks in the Echo. Robbie Fowler made a career out of maintaining his composure inside the penalty area, so it's no surprise to discover the Liverpool legend isn't among those fretting about the Reds' seeming lack of investment in the Premier League market this summer. Whilst barely a week has passed since the window officially opened, and the club record has already been smashed by the arrival of Mohamed Salah, there's been enough for sections of the Anfield faithful, with Everton, Arsenal, Man City and United have splashed a greater amount of cash questionable in the first week of the window. Naby Keita and Virgil van Dijk and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain are all targets that have been linked, but also the lack in which a left-back has also been linked is phasing the Liverpool faithful as well. Obviously, we talk about us needing a left-back. But the longer they remain mere targets, the more fans are concerned. Yes, we are. Am I fretting about it? Not at all. Fowler's quote is saying. Obviously, he's an ambassador for Liverpool. Everyone frets because there are clubs out there like Everton who have signed a load of players. You had to put Everton in there, didn't he? Well done to them. Sometimes it's good to get your team in early doors and get the new players mixed with the squad straight away. But it's not all the end. It's not all the ends. You need to get your players in straight away. Sometimes, but not always the case. It's important you get the right ones. Just because the window is open, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to be busy immediately. There's weeks and weeks left. There's going to be lots of activity, not just at Liverpool. I'm not worried. I don't think I'll ever be worried when it comes to the transfer window. That's all right for you, Robbie lad. No more. Obviously, he talks about Chelsea. Chelsea we're going to match in relation to Lukaku. Chelsea were always going to match the fee anyway. He said United aren't making a statement of intent about money. Instead, it's them saying they want to get back to where they were a couple of years ago. They're signing a player who is a proven goal scorer. And there's a lot more to this interview, so definitely check it out. Robbie talks about it a lot more in depth, so after this, check that out. Absolute, the legend, the god that he is, Robbie. But yeah, it's alright for him. Let me know. It's a situation that always find ourselves in. Yeah, he does say it's only been a week, which it is. It's very much, a transfer window is open for absolutely ages. But Jurgen Klopp, we talked about last season, and for me and you personally as well, we need these players in as early as possible. And every week that goes by that we haven't signed a Keita or a Virgil van Dijk, that we're in for them, it's like we're all sat there going, when is it going to happen? But we'll have to find out. Hopefully, potentially, a lot moves forward quicker than it actually does. But watch that space. And in the final story today, Jurgen Klopp prefers quality over quantity. We talked about this, all of us, last week, in which Jurgen and our budget, in which players that are going to be coming in, we've come at a time where we're going to be spending the quality on one or two players instead of in the past where we've had summer windows where we've bought like 15 players in and it's a whole spread, and it's not really, we've lost out on really focusing on one area of the pitch and buying quality instead of like using the amount of money in which 5 players would bring in and just using it on one. So yeah, it talks about in the IBT Times, but a senior source is at Anfield claims Klopp is unperturbed by the lack of progress despite being given free reins to improve his squad. The Reds only secured a top 4 spot and a place in the Champions League on the final day of last season, but the German does not want to make major overhauls. His quote is saying, this source, Jurgen is happy with how our transfer business is being conducted, said a high-level Liverpool source. This summer was already going to be about quality rather than quantity. And the manager understands that landing the key players he wants was always going to be about patience. There's no sense of worry or panic. This window is going to be about bringing in players who are better than the ones who are already here. That's what we've all talked about, really, haven't we, this summer? We've been linked with, obviously, Alexander Lacazette, Aubameyang, the list goes on, Virgil van Dijk, Keita. So it's very much interesting to see Jurgen Klopp's stance on the situation. As the high up source is quoted as saying, he's very much not panicking. And so if Jurgen Klopp's not panicking, pretty much we shouldn't be panicking, because that just shows the indication to us that he is very much calm and he is going to get the deals done. So I'll have to watch this space. But I really hope a couple of the deals get really sorted very, very soon. But yeah, let me know how the players that you want to bring in. Let me know. Obviously, we're talking about Virgil van Dijk, Keita. But what I really want to know is the potential players that we could get instead of these. It's alright looking at these, but let me know. I want you to name your 3 main priority targets in any areas, really. But if we can't get Keita, I'm not saying that we won't, but as a literally off the back of the hand, tell me the 3 transfers you would personally go for in the comment section. But yeah, I think that's it. There's a lot more news coming out tomorrow. It's a lot more chocker. Adam Lallana is very close to coming. He's coming back on Tuesday along with Philip Coutinho. They will be returning to Anfield, Melwood on Tuesday. Very much looking forward to that. So yeah, hit that like button and the subscribe button if you're new to my show. Very much thank you, everyone, and I'll be speaking to you very soon. Hope you're having a boss day, and you'll never walk alone. All the best, everyone. See you soon. Ciao.